Hello friends, in this session we are going to discuss about reaction mechanism. So in this reaction mechanism, substitution reactions are different type of reactions are available like substitution reactions, addition reactions, elimination reactions, rearrangement reactions. All these comes under reaction mechanism only. So various type of reactions, even rearrangement reactions also available. In case of substitution reactions, it stands for replacement of one of the functional group with another functional group is called a substitution reaction. If replacement of one electrophile with another electrophile is called electrophilic substitution. Negatively charged nucleophile if replaced with another nucleophile is called a nucleophilic substitution. One free radical is substituted by another is called a free radical substitution reaction. Now we are going to discuss about nucleophilic substitution reactions. Nucleophile stands for electron pair donor. Electron pair donor is called nucleophile. So one of the nucleophilic functional group, if replaced with another nucleophilic functional group, that is called nucleophilic substitution reaction. The simple example is R leaving group when treated with nucleophile. So here leaving group now replaced with nucleophile, and so leaving group is eliminated as byproduct. This is called a nucleophilic substitution reaction. Nucleophile is nothing but electron pair donor. Basically, these reactions are two types. One is SN1, second is SN2. SN1 stands for unimolecular nucleophilic substitution. SN2 stands for bimolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction. Unimolecular nucleophilic or SN1 reaction, where rate of the reaction mainly depends upon the concentration of alkyl halide. Only it depends upon the concentration of one reactant, hence it is called first order kinetics and also called as unimolecular reaction. In order to remove the proportionality, we will get one constant, that is rate constant. So K into concentration of alkyl halide. SN1 reaction is the stepwise mechanism. In first step, formation of carbocation is possible. It is the stable intermediate generated. This carbocation occurred in only SN1 reaction. So if it is highly stable, then the reaction mechanism proceeds through SN1. If stability is extremely low, then mechanism proceeds for SN2 and there is no possibility of carbocation formation. The formed carbocation is sp2 hybridized with trigonal planar geometry. It is planar in nature. Because of its planar nature, so we will get mixture of two products, one with retention, second with inversion of the configuration. The final product is called racemic mixture. SN1 reaction leads to formation of mixture of two products. One is called dextrorotatory, second is called levorotatory. Dextrorotatory 50% and levorotatory 50%. The final product is called racemic mixture. Tertiary alkyl halide stability is extremely high compared to secondary and compared to primary. Primary carbocation stability is extremely low. That's the reason why reactivity order of alkyl halides towards SN1 is in the increasing order from primary to secondary, secondary to tertiary. SN1 reaction is carried in two steps. In step 1, what happens? Formation of carbocation intermediate is possible. In step 2, attack of nucleophile is possible and final product formation is possible. Now let us see how the reaction is carried. This is a simple example for SN1 reaction, where as tertiary alkyl bromide, tertiary butyl bromide as a starting material treated with weak nucleophile water. This water used to replace this bromo group, hence we will get tertiary butyl alcohol as the final product. Mechanism, as we discussed, it is a two-step mechanism. First step, formation of planar carbocation. In the second step, attack of nucleophile and formation of product. And formation of product is possible. Then in step 1, what happens? It is called slow step and also called rate determining step, where the concentration of alkyl halide will influence rate of the reaction. Here, when leaving group is eliminated, formation of planar carbocation is possible. Positively charged carbon is called carbocation. This planar carbocation having the provision to attack nucleophile either from front side and back side. So equal probability of attack from front and back both are possible in the second step, which is the fast step. So hence we will get mixture of two products. Generally it is represented as a nucleophilic substitution product in this mechanism. Now let us discuss its stereochemistry. What is the orientation? What is the product formation in SN1 reaction? In order to get this, we have to go with the mechanism where alkyl halide was taken. Alkyl halide, in the step 1, alkyl halide is ionized and is converted into carbocation, leaving this bromide ion. This formed carbocation is highly planar in nature and attached with water molecule from front side as well as from back side. When front side attack is possible, that used to give similar configuration with respect to alkyl halide, that is starting material. When attack takes place from the back side, inverted configuration related to alkyl halide is generated. This is the inverted product. Hence, when attack from front side, we will get 50% retention of the configuration. When attack takes place from back side, we will get 50% inverted configuration of starting material. Hence, we will get racemic mixture. This is a stereochemistry of SN1 reaction. Now let us see what are the important specifications of SN1 reaction. SN1 mechanism proceeds through the carbocation formation, and SN1 reaction is most favored by presence of bulky functional groups in that. When bulky functional groups are present, what happens? Those bulky functional groups are alkyl groups present in the carbon will stabilize carbocation formed in that. And formed carbocation is sp2 hybridized, which is trigonal planar geometry, which contains trigonal planar geometry. Then two ways giving racemic mixture. So because attack of nucleophile takes place from front as well as back side, because of planarity, then we will get racemic mixture here. Racemic mixture is nothing but 50% dextro and 50% levo configuration will be there. And the important another specification in this SN1 reaction is protic solvent favors SN1 reaction, that is water and ethanol. So because the reaction is reaction proceeded by carbocation, which is formation of carbocation is ionic mechanism, hence ionic solvents are required. Nature of leaving group, better the leaving group, stronger will be, greater will be the reactivity, hence the order will be fluoro to chloro, chloro to bromo, bromo to iodo gradually decreases. This is the nature of leaving group towards SN1 reaction. Stability of carbocations, as already we discussed, stability of tertiary is more compared to secondary compared to primary. So that's the reason why tertiary alkyl halides are more reactive towards SN1 compared to secondary alkyl halides and primary alkyl halides. Next, let us see the energy profile diagram of SN1 reaction. It is a graphical representation we are taking. Reaction progress on the x coordinate and energy on the y coordinate. Initially, alkyl halide was taken, its reactivity is extremely low. When nucleophile coming closer to that, its energy rises and reaches activation, active state 1, activation energy 1 state is obtained, and slowly its energy is lowered because it dissociated into alkyl carbocation and X minus. So this carbocation now attached by the nucleophile. When nucleophile again coming closure, its energy is raised to some extent, and slowly it decreased to extremely low condition. By the attack of this nucleophile, nucleophilic substituted product is generated at the end, where stability will be very high. So this is about the energy profile of SN1 reaction. And now let us discuss about bimolecular nucleophilic substitution, which is called SN2 reaction. SN2 stands for two reactants are influencing rate of the reaction. One is alkyl halide, second is incoming nucleophile. Alkyl halide and incoming nucleophile both are influencing rate of the reaction, hence it is considered as SN2 reaction. In SN2 reaction, it is a uni-step or single-step process where bond cleavage and bond formation are possible simultaneously. So one is slowly cleaving, one is slowly departing from the species, and another bond is slowly forming at the same time. So hence it is a spontaneous process where breaking and making of the bond is possible simultaneously. SN2 reaction, attack of nucleophile, always takes place from the backside with respect to the alkyl halide, because there is the existence of uh, repulsive forces between existing nucleophile and incoming nucleophile if it attacks from the front side. Hence, the reaction is considered as stereospecific in nature. Only one product, that is 100% inverted product formation, is possible in case of SN2 reaction. The reason is SN2 reaction, always nucleophile have the provision to attack from the back end but not from the front side. Hence the product formation is inverted configuration with respect to starting material, which is observed by the scientist Walden. Hence the reaction is called Walden inversion. Let us see how the mechanism and the reaction progress will be carried. Rate of the reaction is directly proportional to two reactants. One is alkyl halide, second is nucleophile. So both have effect on the rate of the reaction. So hence it is considered as second order kinetics and bimolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction. Here, reaction is concerted and the single step process where reaction is carried through the formation of transition state. Transition state involved in the rate of the reaction. Instead of carbocation formation, there is no intermediate formation is possible. Transition state is short-lived and is observed by this mechanism. When we are taking primary alkyl halide, already halo group is there, which is a nucleophilic in nature, and lone pair of electrons are present on this. Incoming nucleophile should be very strong in order to overcome the repulsive forces, and OH alkoxy groups are the better or strong nucleophiles in case of SN2 reaction, where hydroxy group having provision to attack from the backside in order to minimize the repulsive forces between existing nucleophile and incoming nucleophile. When this OH or nucleophile attacks from the back end, we will get 5 bonds around the carbon. 2 bonds are represented by dotted lines. One is slowly cleaving, second is slowly forming. This is breaking a bond, this is making a bond. Hence, it is called pentavalent transition state, because it is not possible to isolate and identify this pentavalent transition state. Hence, it is considered as a transition state. In this transition state, what happens, slowly this bond is cleaved and this bond formation is possible, and finally we will get the product with inverted configuration along with the byproduct of chloride. And let us see what are the specifications of SN2 reaction. In SN2 reaction, unhindered alkyl halide is required, because in case of pentavalent transition state, if we are replacing with hydrogens with any methyl group, carbon is not in a position to accommodate all the bulky groups on its surface, being it is the smaller element. That's the reason why unhindered carbon is required, and primary alkyl halides are more preferable towards SN2 type of reaction. The activity of alkyl halides towards SN2 reaction is in reverse to that of SN1. Primary is more reactive, followed by secondary, followed by tertiary. This mainly because of less sterically hindered alkyl halide favors the formation of pentavalent transition state more preferably, and formation of inverted product is possible in this reaction. Strong anionic nucleophile is required in case of this one, because we are attaching the nucleophile from on the compound where nucleophile is already existing. That's the reason why alkoxide and hydroxy groups are more favorable for the formation of this SN2 type of substitution. And aprotic solvents or non-polar solvents are required for SN2 reaction, because the reaction proceeded by non-ionic mechanism. The mechanism proceeded with the transition state where no ionic charges are generated. Hence, good solvent for this SN2 will be acetone, otherwise chloroform, benzene, any kind of non-polar solvent can be chosen. Stability of anionic leaving group, weak bond strength of leaving group, bond which helps in the increase in the rate of SN2. When leaving group is very labile means easily eliminated from that, so that formation of product is possible more easily. And stereochemistry of SN2 reaction, always SN2 reaction we will get inversion of stereochemical configuration, as nucleophile attacks from the carbon from the back end with respect to already existing nucleophile. That's the reason why inversion is the stereochemistry in case of SN2. Since purely SN2 reaction show 100% inversion of stereochemical configuration, so this 100% only one product with the inversion of the configuration which is observed by Walden. And the nucleophile displays its leaving group in the given substrate. It can be noted that primary and secondary alkyl halides are preferable for SN2 type of reaction because it is proceeded by pentavalent transition state. Better the leaving group, greater will be the stability or reactivity of this SN2 reaction. Here it is the energy profile for SN2, where alkyl halide treated with nucleophile in the single step. When it is attached, its energy is rise to peak, and here pentavalent transition state is formed whose energy is extremely high. Immediately it is converted into the product CH3OH by the elimination of leaving group chloride. So with the minimal energy, this is about the energy profile of bimolecular nucleophilic substitution, that is SN2. Now let us compare SN1 reaction with SN2 reaction. So there are so many differences between these two, why some of the species proceeded with SN1 and why some other with SN2. We will discuss, we will compare both. Molecularity of SN1 reaction is unimolecular, SN2 bimolecular reaction, where alkyl halide only influence, alkyl halide along with nucleophile influence in SN2 type of reaction. SN1 stands for first order kinetics, whereas SN2 stands for second order kinetics. SN1 reaction always multi-step, means two steps involved in the reaction. SN2 is a single step, only one step involved in the reaction. SN1 reaction proceeded with carbocation intermediate formation, whereas SN2 reaction no intermediate formation is possible. SN1 reaction we will get two excitation energy transitions, energy transition 1 and energy transition 2, whereas SN2 reaction only one energy transition with that pentavalent transition state formation. Nucleophile have equal provision to attack from front as well as backside in SN1, only provision for backside attack in case of SN2 reaction. Nucleophile, weak nucleophiles are favorable for SN1. Water is the best example for that one. Strong nucleophiles are required for SN2. Alkoxy or hydroxides are favorable for SN2 type of reaction. Bond making and breaking in SN1 is non-simultaneous process. In the step 1, bond breaking is possible. In step 2, bond making is possible. SN2 reaction is simultaneous. Making and breaking of the bonds are possible in the single step in the alternative manner. Stereochemistry of SN1 reaction, 50% extra and 50% levo is possible, and that compound leads to racemization. Always SN2 reaction leads to inversion of the configuration with respect to starting material. Mostly tertiary alkyl halide is preferable for SN1 and the primary alkyl halide is preferable for SN2 reaction. Polarity of the solvent here, SN1 reaction is facilitated by polar protic solvents, whereas SN2 reactions are facilitated by non-polar aprotic solvents, because SN1 reaction carbocation ionic mechanism is followed, whereas SN2 reaction non-ionic transition state mechanism is followed. That's the reason why protic solvent is suitable for SN1, aprotic solvent is suitable for SN2 type of mechanism. Example for solvent SN1 is water or methanol. Example for SN2 is either acetone, chloroform or benzene can be taken. This is about nucleophilic substitution reactions, unimolecular, bimolecular, and comparison between unimolecular and bimolecular nucleophilic substitution reactions. Hope this session is very much useful to you. Thank you very much.